What should be the focus on the intercultural educational programs?
Well, it depends what kind of level of education we're talking about. At higher education, there's more opportunity for intercultural education to take place. Well, at schooling, it's a separate issue. Let's just look at higher education. Higher education now, the global student mobility has resulted in each of the international university campus full of students from all over the place. This rich diversity is really the basis for intercultural education. And what do we mean intercultural education? Intercultural education is not only to study cultures as such, as a subject, because when you study cultures as a subject, it can be, you can study it from an arm's length, because it's a subject. But if you think about intercultural as a living the culture, as engaging one another, as an encounter, as having that openness and having that curiosity of each other, then that would be the basis for intercultural program. It's about me looking at a particular issue with you. So in this case, you and I were co-inquirers. We are partners in a shared inquiry. Now that would be, if you think about the university education, that would be the nature of or the starting point of international education or intercultural education. Now in terms of schooling, it's a different situation, because a lot of schools can have quite homogenized culture. Now if you have homogenized culture, how do you develop intercultural program? But for other situations where you have more rich diversity within the class, that's another way of looking at it. Now, for instance, if we have within Europe, and lots of migrant children and refugee children are joining the class, and intercultural education would be allowing everyone to flourish as themselves from their culture, rather than wipe out all the differences. Now, what the teacher can do in that situation is to create space for sharing stories, creating space for listening to one another. And listening is a really important aspect of intercultural education. And again, I would say there is not enough space currently within our education system to allow stories to flow, to allow listening to be an important way for us to reach each other. And when there's listening, when there is a curiosity, when there is a story sharing, there's also care. We care for each other. So if these activities can happen in schools, listening, emphasizing, caring, and then that would be an important program for intercultural education.